Hello,
Hi, Dr. Jones. How are you?
I'm great. How are you all?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, we
Of
appreciate you meeting with us to discuss
course.
your grant. But before we kick things off, I just wanted to let you know that your grant on DMG transcriptional plasticity was approved for funding for
Amazing.
$111,000 by the DIPG Collaborative and the Cure Starts Now.
That's so wonderful. Thank you so much. What a
Oh my
great
God.
surprise straight away. No, I'm just so grateful to all the support I've had from you guys over many years, as you know. It's
That's
just a great relationship, and just thank you so much.
Yeah, you are actually one of our most funded researchers ever. And that's especially wonderful this year where we are in one of our largest funding years ever. So we
Great.
really appreciate everything that you have done for us.
No, it means a huge amount to me as well. It's so nice to have this relationship over a long period of time. I know that the grants you get in every year are getting better and more of them. It's very competitive. I take nothing for granted, and I'm always incredibly grateful, when you guys and the Scientific Advisory Board, chooses one of my grants. So yeah, just thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you. We also have Molly and Keith from the Cure Starts Now who wanted to say a few things as well.
Hi, Dr. Jones. I'm Molly
Oh,
Fogel. I'm an event planner here at the Cure Starts Now. I just want to start by saying thank you so much. I'm so honored to get to meet you and to work alongside you on this grant. I am actually like the boots on the ground working with families to fund the grants like this. So it's so rewarding for me as well as those families to get to fund something like this. And I want to thank you so much for helping us fund effective and transparent research. And it's amazing, and I cannot wait to share it with those families that I work with, especially the DMG families. So
oh,
thank you.
amazing. Lovely to meet you. And yeah, please let me know whatever we can do to support everything that you do,
Of course.
which is so important. Thank you.
Well, and Dr. Jones, we have the easy task of raising money. You have the hard task of actually curing cancer. So, I think if that's obviously what you guys do best and your skill sets. And frankly, I echo Brooks' notes with regards to your projects. Your projects are always very well received. They're always novel and tremendously interesting in this. And this one in particular continues that. You're talking about plasticity, but some of the notes that we see from some of the reviewers mention the idea of changing and hiding DMG cells or cancer
Okay.
and how exactly we respond to it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So we're really excited by this. So we're obviously, as you know, interested in finding new treatments for DMG. And when we find those and we test them in the lab, and even when they go to clinic, we understand that using one drug is not going to be curative in itself, particularly because these cancer cells are unfortunately smart. They're able to get around the effects of the drug and develop drug resistance. And we have some idea about how some of these mechanisms occur. Usually they are sort of permanent changes in the DNA. These cancers evolve to, rewire the way they sort of respond to this drug. They tackle the way the drug works and figure out a way around it that's permanent and allow them to grow in the presence of the drug. We know a little bit about that, but what we've been finding is, like in other cancers, DMGs can also make changes which are temporary. So rather than really do something which is quite difficult, which is to change permanently their DNA, they can instead just do a sort of a temporary fix by hiding from these effects of the drug, essentially putting on different clothes. So they're able to tolerate the drug. They don't necessarily die down because of the drug. They don't permanently escape the effects of the drug. They just kind of hide out, tolerating it, surviving long enough to either outlast the drug. Maybe we stop treating the cells, maybe we stop treating the patients, then they can come back with a vengeance. They take their coat off and they're able to grow again. Or it gives them enough time to then pick up these permanent changes, which are then so difficult to counteract. So they change essentially their cell state. And so what we're trying to figure out is how they do that, and then ways of stopping them doing it. And we think that may be a really novel avenue to go alongside the drugs that we find that might otherwise be quite effective if we can also stop them changing and hiding from the effects of those drugs.
And that's a game-changing perspective on it, because if we can figure that out, perhaps maybe we already have something that can work against these cancers. We just got to figure out how to keep them from evading treatment. So that's what the Mac
Yeah,
felt
and
was
I
so
can't
important.
wait to hear the results of that. That is amazing research and so needed in the field.
No, thank you. We're really excited by it too. So this funding will go a long way to helping us, figure out some of these mechanisms and work out how we can target that in the future.
Fantastic. Well, thank you once again for your grant, and thank you for the great work that you're doing as well. It means a lot that we can hopefully be able to beat these cancers.
Yeah, and just thank you again for all the support for this grant, but for the friendship and support and relationship we've built up over so many years. It means a huge amount for us. And so, yeah, we're really looking forward to working with you on this and sharing the results of the stuff that we do with your support. So thank you.